Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I'm still congested. I am in my apartment. I wanted to do a car vlog after my groceries, but I didn't have my phone with me, and that worried me. I thought, did it fall out of my purse like on the way to my car at the apartment complex or whatever? So I just cashed out and came home, and I thought of going back into my car to record because I like to be in my car for car vlogs. But it is so hot. My hair was dry, and this is just from the little bit of being outside. I gassed up and then in and out of the store, and I was a hot mess. And then when I got out, I picked up the bag that had that 10-pound roll of ground beef, and the ground beef came out of the bag and rolled under my car, and there was no way that I could get down there enough. First of all, I'm wearing white pants. Second of all, I'm not getting down on the ground because I don't think I can get up yet. I have to practice that. I don't know. There was a time that I couldn't. I probably could now, especially if the car door was open and, you know, I could use something to help me get up. But a neighbor saw, so she came. It was a young woman, a young girl. She might have been a girl, I don't know, like, you know, a teenager or something, but she helped me. She got down on her belly and said, "It's in between your tires, so you're good to back up." So I backed up and she got it for me. And so there was that. Okay, I want to go through the groceries just a little bit because I want to talk about the prices of meat. But first of all, oh, I got these glasses. Not that they match this shirt, because they really don't, but I like to have readers everywhere in my apartment. So I keep buying them. First, the little tiny hairsprays. I love those. I put one in my purse, and I decided to buy two because I ran out, and then it took me a while to get around to buying another one. So now, when one is empty, I can immediately start the next one and put it on my list, so I won't be hairsprayless. And the Prel, you know I use Prel, still use Prel, showing the world that Prel still exists. And the nasal spray, I want to tell you about Carnivore and nasal spray. Yes, nasal spray is addictive. I have been on nasal spray, but way back, nasal drops, as a very little girl, very little girl. I used to cry a lot when I was a child, and I would get congested. And my father, you know, just being nice, started me on drops, and I have been on drops and nasal spray ever since. You ask anyone who knows me. I could not go out at night drinking. If I didn't have nasal spray, the whole world fucking stopped. We were getting out, we're getting out of the bar, we're gonna go to a store, we're buying me some nasal spray, because I had to have it or I would be in a panic. When I started Carnivore, I was still using my nasal spray because when I first started, I was just eating all kinds of meat. When there became a time that I decided I really liked beef the best, and that made me feel the best, and I had long periods of just beef, no nasal spray, didn't need it, didn't care if I had any in the house, completely gone. If I eat so much as a piece of chicken, I get congested. Pork, everything. Anything else brings my congestion back. So if you suffer from congestion, and it's not just a current allergy-related type thing, or you have a cold or whatever, but just probably also, you know, a lifelong, let's say a lifelong addiction to nasal spray, I was able to get off it. But now I have a legit, you know, sinus condition going on, and I do still opt to eat chicken when I want, pork when I want, whatever. And I just know that I'll be using my nasal spray for probably the next 3 or 4 days, or always if I just continue to eat that. But I do have long periods where I eat just beef. And it doesn't take long. Once I'm just back to just beef, in a few days, I'm all cleared up. So it's pretty cool. Just wanted to let you know that. Just one of the other little things, one of the other perks about Carnivore. It's very, very healing. Specifically beef. Beef is it. Yeah, it just does everything good. Everything good. Okay, so the split breasts, I'm still getting that at $2.34 per pound. So that's really, really good. In Maine, I could get split chicken breasts on sale for 99 cents a pound. The meat is definitely higher priced here. London broil, $7.44. When I moved here, I was still getting London broil for like $5.44, like a year and a half ago. This is August 2023. And that was really, really good. But again, in Maine, I could get some really cheap prices. Cuts like London broil sometimes would go on sale for like $1.69, and everybody stocked up and things like that. London broil is, I believe, the way you prepare, because you'll notice on the tag, I showed you up close, London broil, top round for London broil. Sometimes it'll say chuck for London broil. It's not a specific cut of meat, it's the way it's prepared. And when I was a kid, it used to actually say sliced thin at an angle. And so it's just usually a cheap cut of meat, and you know, normally slice it, or you can cook it and then slice thin at an angle. But I don't know. Look up London broil. I just know that it's not just one particular kind of meat. Now, $7.49. Now, I know people say meat is too expensive to do carnivore. Meat prices have gone up. Prices everywhere have gone up for all kinds of things. I'm still telling you, let's say you want to eat 2 pounds of beef per day, and it doesn't have to be just beef. You can have something cheaper, like chicken, pork, whatever. But let's say you love beef, like I love beef, and you want just 2 pounds of beef per day, and you want steaks. What if you even spend $20 per day on 2 pounds of steak? That's giving you up to 10 bucks per pound. That's all you're fucking going to eat. Drink water. Unless you're doing high-fat carnivore. In that case, you're going to add some butter to that list. You know? People don't realize how much they spend on groceries. You spend a lot. Don't go to Starbucks. Don't buy alcohol. You don't need it. Don't buy it. You know, don't buy cigarettes. Stop fucking smoking. I don't even care if it kills you. It's just you're spending way too much money. I'm in shock at what people are paying for cigarettes. I stopped smoking. I don't even know. They might have been over $3 a pack. I don't know. I smoked for 30 years. I started as a child. Started smoking at 12. So I'm not, you know, judging anyone who smokes, but, you know, stop. Lucky for me, this is the second time I say that. Luckily for me, I have to look that up. Hang on. It says they're both correct. Lucky for me is simply shortened. I want to believe luckily for me is the real correct way. And then people wanted to shorten it and then just say, we'll say this is correct too. I don't care. I'll just try to stop saying it. Luckily for me, I love beef of any kind. And I have not been eating ground beef, which I really like, because it's just that extra step that I gotta cut that up and freeze it. I do patties. I still always have a box, well, I take it out of the box, put the bag in, of hamburger patties, the frozen patties. Sometimes I'm in a hurry and I don't have them already cooked, and so I'll just, you know, if I have some beef in the fridge, I'll just slice it real quick and toss it in a pan. I really love steak, but I do love ground beef. And if I'm going to eat just ground beef, there's plenty of times that I've eaten just the patties. But if I want like scrambled hamburger, the patties don't break up the way I like. So I'm going to start buying the big 10-pounders, $3.18 a pound, I think it is, for that. And, you know, it's a lot of meat. And, geez, is it the 73? Doesn't matter. I can add butter, but I like the 73, 27, is that what it is? 73, 20. I like the higher fat one because, of course, I'm high-fat carnivore, so I want all the fat. And whatever fat's in the pan, that goes on my meat. I eat all of that. And I put it, if I put it in my containers with covers, that gets hard on the bottom. I eat every bit of it. Hard. It's like beef candy to me. So I'm going to start buying more ground beef, but I bought one London broil. So what I'm going to do is when I really have to have a steak, I'm just going to run to Walmart and get a steak so I can just cook it right away because I want to eat it right when I'm in the mood. But yes, can I afford the steak? I absolutely can. But I thought it's a good time to maybe cut back on steak a little bit and fill up on ground beef that I have been not giving myself. And it's such a, I just love it. I love ground beef. Love it. And I do like sometimes to make a patty out of the chubs. I like the chubs better than the like freshly packed shit. And I'm not overly concerned. I don't care where the meat comes from and all that. I'm just gonna eat a lot of ground beef right now, but I still will have my steaks. And okay, so there's that. And then I got home, I found my phone, and lately I've been wearing my hair behind my ears, and it almost looks like I have a mullet, but I don't. I don't know. I'm very hot right now. I will be going out tonight, and I'm going to be excited to do that, but I really can't talk too much because I have to get this edited so I can get ready to go out, and I'm hungry. So I'm going to go cook some ground beef. So excited. But I wanted to tell you guys that anybody who says carnivore is too expensive, it's because you haven't wrapped your head around the fact that you don't have to buy anything other than meat. And if you're doing high fat, you're going to want some meat and butter or whatever fat you want. And you don't have to spend on the expensive steaks or even the cheap steaks, which are now expensive. Did I tell you Kroger? I looked at Kroger online, and they're $7.99 for the cheap cuts. It's the cheapest. But yeah, do all the meats you like, and just don't buy other stuff. You're not going to go out to eat, right? You don't need to. You can cook at home. There are no excuses, and that's all it is. Excuses. You can find ways to cut your fucking food bill. I don't care if you're still feeding a family. You don't need the Hostess cupcakes in your mouth. So there'll be more for everybody else. You don't need to be buying junk for your family. Okay, if I had a family, my family, if I was starting over, I would, and I knew about carnivore, my family would be carnivore. My kids would have zero choice. I would say when you're 18, you want to go eat a fucking donut, go, but you're not doing it on my watch. All right, you guys, I guess that's going to be it. I am planning on going out, so I have to get this video edited, and no, and I'm not wearing this shirt. I would die. This is warm, but again, it's okay in the car and in the store. I didn't like it when I was pumping gas. So you saw the total of my groceries. I think I'll just start doing that. When I do little hauls like that, I'm going to show you what I buy, show you the total. I love that I show you the prices now, because I never, you know, I was never thinking of doing that. So I got some goodies, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.